What is up, y'all? So, welcome back to another week. This week, we are going to be steering a little off of what I said we were going to do last time. Got a little caught up with some other things here, had some achievements that we did not expect to get from some of the team members, so I had to fill in our spot here. But this week, we've got a few scrolls for you coming in that we're going to pop. We are going to try to finish up and fix this one of these god books, I guess, and then finish up our Master Clue scroll and go from there. Try to knock out a couple of the hard diaries out there, do some Barrows. Really want to try to finish out the grind, and then we jump into Mahogany Homes a little bit. With everything going on, we are going to try to get to where we can officially build that max house, get prepared for some upper level bossing, and just making things a whole lot easier for the guys. So sit tight and take a look, and let's get it on. Let the grind begin.
Okay, so if we can't do the wilderness, let's at least go in and do... Oh, see, I only grabbed one astral rune. The Fremennik Hard, that'll be good. And then we did Cal fight yesterday, so then we can do Desert Hard. That'll at least knock out a couple more hards. But I'm trying to figure out, I know I need to switch over to my Lunar Spell, but before I do that, let's get a couple house teleports here. Before I do that, oh, I want to see what I need to do for my Lunar Spell, or to be able to switch Lunars in the house. That's not working. There we go. Oh, let's see here. So is it other? I don't know. It's gonna be under surfaces. No, definitely not. Skills. Yeah, here we go. Skills. All right, Lunar Altar. Check materials at 80. We can boost up to that now. 10 limestone brick, 1 magic stone. 10,000 astrals. Never mind, we're not freaking doing that. Jeez Louise, bro. Oh, freaking. Good lord. What's needed for ancient? Oh, yeah, Pharaoh Scepter. That's never happening. 5,000 blood, 5,000 soul. Archaeus Signet. I don't know where you get that from. A magic stone. Okay. There's something else in the house I wanted to eventually boost up to get, but what else? Alright, let's do this real quick. Let's teleport to the house. And we're gonna make our run to the Moon Clan. Alright. Switch to winners. You know what, dude? If we're going down there, we're freaking making more lunar rings as we go down. Oh, don't talk to that person. That's a quick way to get freaking shot out of there. Okay, that's done. Pray at the altar. Should be lunars. Now we can teleport to water, which is wild because I've made. There we go. Alright. I've made so many of those. What? Now I can't. Oh, okay. I've made so many of those daggum teleports just by hand, so I have tablets, but that doesn't count. Alright. Head over here and do some mining, and we'll see you when we complete it. Okie dokie, and that could complete that. Perfect. New boots, new lamp. I'll throw that into construction, herbivore, agility. It's got to be one of those three. Those are the only choices you ever have. There we go, construction. That's because that's kind of what I'm focusing on for the group. Alright, perfect. Now, let's head over to start the Desert Hard Diary, and we'll check back in when it's done. Alright, just down to Smoke Devils, man. No, Dust Devils. Bro, I don't know. Can you smack these things with melee? I've always just freaking hit them with burst spells. I think I can do this. Yeah. We good, bro. We good. Look at this guy. What a champion up there. Taking on 2 of them at a time in the safe spot. Okay. I was hoping this was going to be a much faster completion here. And smack. There we go. Perfect. All done. Just doing the desk. Shoot across the lava, dude. Now let's move and let it attack him. No problem. Yeah, y'all. Frank, man, we just doing our daily good deed. Don't you love RuneScape? It brings us all together. Public service announcement. Please always use your freaking map, because I wasn't thinking. This motherfucker runs a long way. I should have gone that route. But we taking the long path back, because you know what? It's leg day. You gotta get some steps in. Oof, we almost made it all the way there without running out of any run. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm pretty freaking stoked about the run update. But all that to be said, if this guy will let me come grab him, there we go. Desert Hards all completed. Let's freaking go.
Alright, let's try to do some wilderness diaries here today. And what am I supposed to protect from this guy? I don't even freaking know. Hopefully, nothing. What the ham is going on here? What are these guys hitting me with? Not that, apparently. Whatever, we just need freaking 1 kill. Okay, these things are freaking healing him? Are you kidding me? Hey, this is just a tip. Freaking watch videos. Ah! Stay away. I think I have to let that cool down for a second, right? Oh, dude, this is freaking stupid. So much food, we're just freaking... Probably would have helped if I'd known ahead of time what I was getting myself into. Alright, I think his little friend is gone. Let's try this again. Dude, you know what? Let's freaking try this. And I don't think this stupid prayer is working anyways, so what's the point? What is the point? Don't even really want to freaking mess with that thing again. Entangling him. Let's just freaking kite this thing. There we go. Alright, grimy Toadstool. There you go. That's one kill. Alright. I am the last person that you're typically gonna catch out in the wilderness here. I freaking hate it, dude. I'm not a PvPer. If you see me and try to PvP me, I'll probably freaking just die. I tried Last Man Standing. It's great when you got max stats and they give you just all the best weapons. But other than that, it's just not happening. So we're going to try to get this knocked out before all the freaking crazies come out, man. And by crazies, I'm talking about the PvPers, man. Because they're savages. I don't think I've really done PvP in most games that I've played MMORPG style. Look at that, there's Rune Knight out here. It's how little I come out here to venture. Alright, so we're going to try to tackle this guy over here real quick. Look him out first. I don't think if I die it resets. It's going to suck if it does though. Alright, so I think for this one we are protect from magic if I remember correctly. I've killed him a few times. This isn't going to be my first KC on this guy. Alright. Let's do this. I know he's a freaking tank and he's a pain in the butt. I do remember that. Oof, the lag. And yes, I realize we're doing this in mage armor. I'm trying to do this in as little bit of swaps as possible, so if I die, I'm only losing something that I can get back pretty easily. Oh man, so for those of you guys who have not done this fight, it's pretty much protect from magic the whole time, and anytime these little green squiggly lines come out, you just freaking run, because they're going to try to smack you. And that's where you get your big damage. So, and then after I fight him, I'll run. And fight the mage only guy. But yeah, if you saw that one attack earlier, there's just a single grain. That is literally just the one that is disarms you, which is a pain in the butt. So you got to bring stuff. Luckily, I've got a full inventory here, so it won't be doing anything to me. I have done this several times where I do not bring a full inventory, and then you're sitting there clicking trying to get back, and that's part of the freaking hassle. Okay. Praying to the gods, I forgot about that one. That's okay. I'm not here to do combat achievements this time. That's what I did it for last time, is these were easy combat achievements to hit when I was trying to set myself up for Bandos. No, not Bandos, sorry, Barrows. So you don't get that prayer drain in Barrows. You gotta get all these combat achievements, get that medium, maybe hard. But definitely worth it to do it that route if you can. Dude, like, for Pete's sake, just freaking die already, man. Listen, I love sunlights, but they don't really work well on him. And I kind of felt like they're supposed to work on everybody. Ooh, here comes the lag again. Run! There we go. Oh, look at that, dude. Did he not give me jack squat? Okay. Oof, he's attacking already, bro. What the frick? 10k seat, man. We're gonna go take a wide arc here. Switched. Mage stuff. Okay, good. I missed that. It's not down here. Alright. And the next guy, I think he's down in this zone. And once we hit that, we should be good to TP out. And then after that, we can figure out what else we've got to do for this hard diary. Where the frick is he at, man? I think it's protect range from this guy. What? He is down here, right? Yeah, there he is. Here's the trick. I don't remember what you look out for. Test my knowledge. That's it. No. Rain of knowledge. That's the one you don't want to get hit by. Yeah. See? We'll get there. We've killed him a couple times too for the whatever. Ugh. Here's another easy one. I think this is where you can typically get your rune crossbow for Iron Man, and I just don't like the wilderness enough. I went out and did mine over in shoot. Yeah, we're getting hit by that one. I ended up doing. Oh, he can kick you too, by the way. Yeah, he's a freaking dick. On Fossil Island, you can do it over there as well, but then you're just getting the whatever the limbs, and you have to make it. So I just got my fletching up from that. Oh, I'll take that. And then we'll get the frick out of here. 75 dragon arrows. I think that's the best drop I've ever had. Alright, please tell me. Yeah, there we go. KC11. Frick yeah, dude. That was a good setup. Alright. Back to the wildy again. Doing what I don't want to do. We're going to go fight the Chaos Elemental now. This is one I've done a lot of in the past on my old account. I freaking grinded out for the pet on this one, so hopefully we'll do good here. Again, I'm really only annoyed with PKers, and it's my combat level. They can all pretty much hit me, no problems, dude. Now the trick is, where the frick is this guy? Somebody have this guy already over here flinching him. That'll be my luck. Maybe? What the heck? What? The heck, dude? I'm gonna spend all my run energy just trying to find the dude. Let's go further north, I guess. Like I said, man, it is. There he is. Hello, good sir. Fortunately, we are in multi-combat here. I don't know what the max hit he can do is. Oh, 20. That's a pretty good hit there, dude. Jeez Louise. Okay. Let's see if we can pull him down here. I think this is where you flinch him at. Not that I'm going to flinch him with freaking range, but daggum. Meep. Can we do that technique? Meep. Bro, just freaking take a hit. Meep. This is getting ridiculous. Now I'm getting hit with the lag. Oh, I don't like it. Yikes, dude. I'm out of here. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Jeez. Ah! Don't kill me. Alright. You know what? Who needs the wilderness diary anyways? We're going to hit the drawing board. If anybody has any better ideas for this crap, feel free to let me know. That is freaking wild.
Alright, so I don't know if anybody's done this before. but pretty easy boss to trio with. Even easier if you do it in Mass Worlds. Here's the nice thing about running a 3-man group Ironman. When you get your third guy on, it works great. Isn't that right, Nathan?
That is literally retard. What are you talking about? I'm gonna get you canceled.
It's alright, they can't see his name. It's all blocked out. Oh my goodness, dude. Alright, this is getting freaking ridiculous. Alright, first kill down. Let's freaking go, man. Well, first kill down for the day. Let's leave here.
Is it not going to let me slide down?
Everybody get cannonballs. That makes... Dude, that took 8 minutes.
Yeah, I barely survived.
Seconds.
I barely survived it. I didn't have, like, any more food.
Oof. See, I have still a good amount of food there. But that was a long night. Here's what the stupid thing is now. So run over to the side here. And wait. And run. There we go. See, and then saw back. Oop, swap to perp. Mirror magic. Up. And jump over here. So many things all at once. I'm gonna throw all.
Ooh. 6 is back to back. Nice.
My question is it actually you putting up the 6s, or is it?
Yes.
They did for us.
Because it's the different color.
Oh, yeah. Is that? Oh! Good lord, dude. See, I don't understand. I was scratching my forehead.
There you go. Like, I just had another 6. You can tell because it's like the lighter blue. No. There, I just had an 8.
Yeah, look at that, dude. See, and I'm hitting 3s over here.
Must just be the mace.
I was about to say, I think it's just the mace. Mace is good. Macaweedles. Oh, are bad. Dang it, that was poor timing.
4 rune scimitars.
Alright, 7 rune scimitars. I didn't even win that. Who got more? Oh, Brian
Me.
told me, but you got the bones.
I got the bones. I didn't know you could get bones.
Yeah, whoever's the MVP gets all the bones. For the bones. Whee!
What kind of bones?
Big bones.
Okay, so we are going to try and go ahead and open this up and get some more clue scrolls here. And try and officially finish up these books. So we're gonna come in from balloon this time because ain't nothing else works. And we'll rapid fire this in 3, 2, 1. See, all these daggum dupes, man. I will say, I don't think it is possible to complete these things. I've already filled up the books for the other guys in our crew. And I haven't filled them up for myself yet. And I think we literally just got 1 new page and all that. Let us see if that's enough. Put that one in there. There we go. Alright, we have completed one. So now the next step we can do is we can work on our master. Okay, so we've been grinding out all those stinking clue scrolls. I think I filled in every easy cache there now. But we've done all that, so now we can talk to Fallow. Please show me. Oh my goodness, just use Book of Law. Show Fallow the Bard. Boom. Next scroll. And Strange Device. This is my least favorite of them all here. Alright, here we go. So this is our second ever Master Clue Scroll that we can actually complete on the Iron Man. Which honestly is most of the battle on these dang things because of everything that is needed in order to complete these, and just getting parts, just nightmares. So let's go ahead and take a look. Good Lord have mercy. And here's the thing, I need the teeth half of these keys, but that right there, 247k, I think that mainly comes from the U seeds and the Raynars. So not terrible. Not what we want, but hey, we'll take it. That's 2 Master Clue Scrolls down.
Alright guys, so we are going to start grinding some Barrows here. Try to see what we can pull out. We got a little bit of free time today, but let's take a look at the log real quick. We're at 169 KC, so you can see how my RNG goes. It is literally, I've got 3, 2, I just keep getting freaking duplicates. I even got lucky enough once before where I got a double drop, where I think it was the legs and the Aram's top all in one chest, which was freaking great if it wasn't a duplicate Aram's top. But yeah, we're going to try to see how we can get this out, see if we can get that up to about 300 KC or something like that, and at least try to fill in Arams, Derricks, and Guthans are kind of the big 3 that I want. So stay tuned, let's see what we can do. Alright, here we go. Finally got Torags, plate, hammers, that was at, let's see here, 186, that was literally our first drop. Insane. Alright, here we go. We get the back-to-back. Or are we just going to keep splashing? Here we go. Ready, and... Elite Scroll. I'll freaking take that. There we go, dude. Freaking Torags. Another drop. KC 192. Let's take a look. One more step here. Alright, box number 200. Coming in. Any luck? Of course not. Screw this game. There you go. You yelled the game. What did this do? Gives you your triple dupe there. Yeah, can't make this stuff up, man. Yeah, just can't make this up. Okay, here we go. Check this out, dude. Just running Barrows. What is that? 1 in a billion chance? That is freaking awesome. Alright, is this going to be the one? Because I need a break after this. There we go. Ask and you shall receive. That's what I'm freaking talking about. Some more Guthans there. That's a good one to end on. I think we're going to go do a little more Royal Titans. Try to see if we can make 2 of these staves now for the group. Alright, so we never quite get to finish up what we think we're going to do in a week. My brother reaches out and says he finally got anti-venom, so we are looking at going to make our pool, which means that I have to get off the ground with my construction here. So this should be coming in at level 80 here now. So just 2 more levels and we can start boosting up and trying to get that max house. But, I mean, if you guys know anything about which is best, leave me a note in the comments. I went ahead and got the hat. I haven't gotten the saw yet. I figure I'll just get the rest of the carpenter outfit, but let me know what y'all think. Alright, there's 81. 82. 2 more levels to go until we will have maxed house build right there.
That is 84 construction. Get your mahogany telescope, dungeon torches, and so on there. But really, what we were looking at here going forward is now from 84 we can boost all the way up to the top level things that we're going to need. Make this crystalline portal nexus. So now we got to start working on getting our money and our cash tag back, so that way we can actually go ahead and make some of this stuff and go out and buy some of the equipment we're going to need for this. So we'll finish this off here. And there we go. And then that ends up leaving us with 550 points. We're about 50 points short of completing the outfit. So whenever we start our push for 99, that's when we'll finally get to complete the carpenter's outfit. But not a bad start. Okay, so with Mahogany Homes done, we are going to try and set this up now where we're going to start looking at what we need for the house. So me and the guys in the group are trying to come together with Dragonstones, and I mean, if you know a good way to make Dragonstones or get Dragonstones, I have got an excessive number of the loop halves here. Let's see here, I have 15, I thought I had more than that. But I don't have any of the key halves. So I am trying to figure out how to get more of those, and I mean, same drop rate doesn't actually populate in the same way. But let's take a look here real quick, because we definitely want to go ahead and finish up in the garden here and get this final piece for the ornate rejuvenation pool. So we need 5 gold leaves. So we just high out a mess ton of our battle staves in order to get the cash flow. So now we're gonna go do it over here. We'll grab these ornate leaves. We have started collecting all of the marble blocks that we're gonna need for the teleport, and until we get all that, you know, we will stick with having 1,000 random teleports throughout my house, but eventually we want to get down now that we can boost up to get 32 all in one. So with that being said, once we get all that, I know I was talking to my brother tonight, and I think we will end up doing a ton of Guardians of the Rift next week, just to get as many runes as possible so we can start punching those in, as well as then going forward. And really the annoying part is going to be the wise teleports and doing the mining and stuff like that. So we'll have to start doing that, because getting it at 1,000 time rate is just wild. It doesn't totally make sense to me, but I guess I understand the point behind it. So we're gonna go over here, buy these 5 gold leaves here, and then we'll run in the house and finish up with that ornate pool. And then we'll start taking a look at what else we need to do in order to complete the house, what other stuff we're gonna need to make. 5 gold leaves. That leaves me some more money there. Let's go ahead and get 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll leave the rest of it there just because I want to be able to still buy more battle staves tomorrow. So yeah, we'll finish that like that. Leaves me with a grand total of 536k. I was talking to a guy yesterday, and he was telling me really what I need to do is just learn even just the regular gauntlet right now. And he said that's really what's going to get me to just make cash stack on an Iron Man with alcohols. But as you can see, we're down to 379 nature runes. That's another part of having to go through. So portal next is 200k. Good lord, I'm definitely gonna have to find some other cash stacks in order to buy tomorrow's lot. Alright, so 4 marble blocks. There we go. That's built, and then we'll just upgrade from there as we start getting the rest of the money that we're gonna need. Alright, so crystal saw. That's the other thing we need. Hang on, not a regular saw, because we are boosting for this stuff. I saw somewhere you can get the boost with your T's here, so we want to get T. And then I've got these higher level shells. So we want a teapot. We want a kettle. And a cup. The only reason to buy these stinking things. Alright, so what are we filling this? Fill the kettle with water. I think we cook the kettle on the range. Is that right? The kettle boils. Take the kettle. Use the tea leaves in the teapot. Yep. Hot kettle on the teapot with the leaves. And use the pot with the porcelain cup. Hopefully, that'll get us the boost. It's supposed to. Otherwise, we're going to have to go to stews. And I bought those stinking things all for naught. Let's take a look here. Let's drink the tea. 87, yeah. And then we got +3 there. Upgrade. Boom. There is the ornate pool. Look at that. Freaking finally. That is what we needed there. And then I think the next thing we're going to want to look at is in order to upgrade this. We'll have that 1 gold leaf. That's perfect. And then we'll have to start getting the combat bracelets and skills necklaces. And that is something that we will work on tomorrow and start trying to fill in this house. And then slowly here over the next week, we can get rid of all these extra useless rooms. Just kind of go from there. And then if y'all have any ideas on good house layouts, I figure we run through and just figure out what happens from there. But let me know if y'all think of anything else. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and try to knock out some of these demons here. So for those of y'all who don't know, you know what I forgot? So you can do like a hard-hitting weapon. And I did not put that in there because we were sharing those weapons. But when he's doing right after the first phase is when you switch and do some massive damage. And like an idiot, I didn't get that in there. It might be something after I get another scroll drop that we will kind of look at doing. But what's going to happen is as he's shooting these fireballs here, in a second, you'll see like the entangle up around me. And we're going to do this first. And there's the entangle. And he's going to drop that big thing. Now he's going to switch to range. And there we go. So he's got his little Judy chat. Judy chat! Like that. And that is going to be how he knows that we're doing a range attack. So, kind of like with your Tormented Demons, it's pretty easy just to kind of step away, and if he follows you, you know it's coming. I have done this in the past using Thralls. It doesn't make that big a difference in my opinion, honestly. It wasn't worth me swapping out my spellbook or magic. Didn't require me swapping out my spellbook, so I wasn't too worried. Now, the one thing I do like about one of these mechanics is he's got all this fire on his back here. As soon as that fire goes out, you don't miss. So now, I'll use my special. I mean, I guess it's a little too late here. That's where you get a good special in. So if you have the ability to do one of the bigger specials, which I do not have those drops yet, besides DDS, but I haven't really seen the perks of the DDS on this guy yet. And there's the entangle range. Yep. There we go. See, look, this is an easy one. Easy. But yeah, so then you get to do all that. So we're going to try to camp out here, see what we can get. I still have, well, we'll see here in just a second how many more of these guys I have to destroy for my Slayer task, but I would love to finish it. I doubt we're going to finish it these weeks. These guys are just so needing to focus, if you will. It's not as bad as Tormented Demons. Chaos Runes, I tell you what, bro. I do not get good luck with these things. But, yeah, we got 102 more of these things that we're going to try and fight here. So, once we get those in, let's go range here real quick. Look at that. Sometimes, and I don't know, leave a comment, let me know. For those of you guys who have fought these things, I feel like you can almost bait these guys. And I didn't actually do any reading on it. I don't like to do a lot of reading on the game. I like to kind of just figure it out on my own. But I am also a huge fan of, if you know, let me know in the comments. Because I feel like you can almost bait these guys into their very first attack. So typically, whatever I pray first before they make their move is the attack style that they use. It's not 100%, but I have seen that he's going to go melee. I've definitely seen it more times than not where you just kind of bait them into that attack style, and saves a freaking ton of resources there when you do that, because you're not taking that initial hit, and those hits sometimes, man, can hit up to 30. So, look at that, see, no fire, so let's do this little number here. Should not miss. There we go. Can we do it again? I'll go, what did I just do? Oh, I guess I didn't have 50%. All right, move. Let's go pray mage. Nope, range. There we go. We got lucky with a nice easy hit there. But yeah, so we're going to try to camp out here, see if we can't get some of these synapses. Unfortunately, there's no way that you're not going to get me to train freaking fletching. I don't want to have to chop the wood. I don't want to have to do it, man. And you need a magic longbow. Oh, shoot. This is where we die. Okay. That's what happens when you talk, man. But yeah, dude. All right, so let's move out the way. Melee. But yeah, so they do drop the magic longbow undones that you need for that synapse. So if you're doing this, you don't have the ability to do that yet, you can still get it from these guys. Like, it is not impossible. So it's just more RNG, I think. There you go. Smoldering pile of flesh, dude. Eat from that and heal up. Alright, here we go again. Let's see if I can bait him into range here. Does it work? See, what did I tell you guys? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So another thing I was thinking about as I'm doing this here, whenever I was looking up videos for this thing to figure out what all I needed to bring and everything, you always got the Giga Chads that come in here and do this thing with max armor. Dude, not needed at all. The real trick to these bosses is beating the actual quest to get to these bosses, which I'm sure you'll hear around. But these guys honestly are super, super easy to fight, super easy to beat. Magic. As you can see here, man, I am literally using, I've got the arc light, I'm using the hunter crossbow here. I've used sunlight antelope meat because I'm using the sunlight antler bolts here, so all that kind of stuff. I made mixed hides here. I did get the berserker ring, which I had to farm for, Barrows gloves, but honestly, if you've gotten to this quest, you should have Barrows gloves by now, so I don't think that's anything hindering anybody. But super, super easy gear to come in here with. You shouldn't ever feel like this is too hard of a boss for you to beat and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, literally it's just switching back and forth really between your inventory and your prayers here. So easy switch guide, something easy like a premature boss, something a little bit more fun than doing your crazy archaeologists and stuff like that. I will say, you know, my stats are in the 80s, so it's nothing crazy, but it's also not, you know, lower level there. But yeah, something super easy to do, worth the drop. I mean, look at that. Rune arrows, dude. It's an easy supply of those. Not that I use them too much anymore, but it is worth it. I don't even know how long these smoldering piles of flesh stay on the ground, but love it, dude. Absolutely love it. Alright, so we are going to try to go ahead and wrap up this week by maxing out our house. So we've finally gotten, I think, all the materials that we need in order to do some of these final adjustments. We'll have a few other small things, like I'll open up the magic wardrobe a little bit and things like that. But I think as far as like our portal nexus, we'll start grinding out some of the things for that. Let's go ahead. I think we can upgrade this A2. Yes, I'll take those 4 mulber blocks there. Boom, bam. And then this is where we're going to have to do the big 5+ boost. Alright, so I hope it's orange. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so we are going to see how long. Alright, we have 42 seconds up there. Can we hit it? No, we can't. So, yeah, while I'm working on doing all this stuff, we ended up knocking out probably another 30 more of the tormented demons. So I'd say that was pretty good. Didn't get any drops. We did get a bunch more of... Dude, this construction thing is going to kill me. We got a bunch more of those teleports, which is super nice. That's one thing I did want to try to get a bunch of that stocked up on. So that way, as we're doing these runs, I'll make sure I grab the granite maul next time. Because even when I went back, of course, I forgot the granite maul. Because that's the way things go. But yeah, another degrade there. But yeah, man, if there's stuff you guys want to see, let me know. I don't know, I'm looking over all my notes and what stuff I need to get done. I still want to do some more Slayer. You know, I do want to learn some Corrupted Gauntlet so we can start building that cash stack back up. It just stayed the same that time. So we'll see, but if there is things that you guys want to see me try out or have ideas that you think would be good for the progression, there we go. And upgrade. What? Son of a God. Oh, you gotta be quicker than that. That is wild, dude. Up here it definitely said I had like 50 seconds. I thought we were golden, man. That's some hogwash. I'm gonna have to go get some more stuff now. Oh my gosh, bro. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. Nope, I don't want to go there. Yeah, but yeah, all that to be said, if you guys want to start seeing some other stuff, give me a shout in the comments and we'll go from there. But bear with me as we try to get this thing set up again. Alright, we went ahead and did it. We switched the portal nexus next to it because I thought I could remove stuff and just jump through it. Dang. But you can't. Even if you remove it, you cannot run through it, which I guess is why that thing always pisses me off sometimes. Alright. We are almost to my wit's end with this stuff, dude. This is how my life goes in this game. Come on, bro. Oh my goodness. And then he drinks a stew when I thought I clicked on it. Because it's hard enough to have everything you need as an Iron Man. You can just buy this garbage. 84 again. We got 2 stews left here, y'all. If this doesn't work, I quit. I'm not grinding anymore tonight. 87, 1 more stew. Come on. You know you want to give it to me. 85. Jeez Louise. All right. I can't be asked to do this anymore tonight. We're going to wrap it up there. Just, brutal, man. Anyways, I think we're going to wrap up the week here. We've still got to get this fancy jewelry box, ornate jewelry box. And so, honestly, shoot, I should probably honestly wait for that to go before I get those amulets of glory to do well. So try to get more of those keys this week and just not a single bit of luck. So we will continue to try to get more dragon stones. I think what I'll end up doing is some Volcano. So if anybody wants to run Volcano with me, in groups 3 or 4, I don't want to do mass worlds because then you just have no opportunities to get it. But I think that is going to be our best way to get those dragon stones. And so I know my brother will run it with us if we have a few more people. But if anybody wants to join us, please hit me up, man. Let me know. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys have any questions or want to see anything, let me know, guys. And we'll catch you guys later. Shoots!